Hey rollers, first of all, what are you doing here? I've given you fair warning, this may be the most boring, mundane, and anticlimactic match you'll ever see. That said, I'm happy with how things began. I was competing against a younger, stronger, and heavier athlete named Jay. My plan was to avoid grips so that I could set up a shot toward his left leg, but he stuffed that with an underhook, so I cranked on a little mirror lock pressure and he took bottom position. So far, so good. His knee shield felt powerful and I didn't want him to catch a sweep, so I moved cautiously and looked for grips. This kind of action really gets the crowd whipped up. Coming into this match, I had decided that if I could get him on his back, I was going to shoot a straight ankle lock. I started shifting over so that I could get a solid wrap on his left leg. In one of the grip battles here, I accidentally punched him in the face. He wasn't phased, so I kept moving toward his ankle. When I got my knee through, I latched onto my favorite grip with his toes in my armpit for maximum crank. I get this finish all the time without wrapping my legs, but Jay didn't show any signs of tapping. I scrambled up and managed to stuff his knee shield so that I could land in technical mount. Jay's back was exposed to me, so I got excited about hunting a collar grip and working a bow and arrow choke. I was a bit sloppy as I moved to back control. I focused on fishing for the bottom underhook and shifting my hips so that I could center up and get my hooks in. Jay used a 2-on-1 to fight my seatbelt grip, and without control of his entire left side, I couldn't stop him from spinning out and then landing in top half guard. This was a submission-only tournament, so points didn't matter. Position always matters though, and at this point I found myself under a much larger opponent. For the next 3.5 minutes, Jay worked on a far side Kimura and used his pressure and head control to effectively shut down my attempts to sweep, re-guard, or scoop up his leg. I had been using a lockdown to prevent his pass to mount for most of the time, but with about 30 seconds left, I let this go and he slid into full mount. I was confident that I could avoid any trouble and come out swinging in the overtime. And regulation time expired. If you've ever been pinned down for a while and have a chance to get up and make something happen, you'll know how I felt here. I wasn't sure how overtime worked, but I assumed it would be a timed escape submission thing like in the EBI. But, as promised, this is the most anticlimactic match you've ever seen. There was no overtime. We tied. Everyone's a winner.
Looks like everyone's a winner.
If you watch to the end, wow, you are a trooper. Please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Thanks for watching.
The ending was anticlimactic.